guys, the Benidorm enthusiasts here, and have we got a treat for you today because the MacMaster is here in Benidorm. Yes, fellow YouTuber with a massive following who some of our viewers will already be familiar with from his time in Tenerife. He's here and we're going to be having a chat with him and finding out what he's up to and how he's finding his time in Benidorm. The MacMaster.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Welcome to Benidorm.
Thank you very much.
It's great to have you here.
Thank you for having me. I have to say, I'm a little nervous before we start, and I shouldn't be really, should I?
I'm a little bit nervous as well. It's interviewing a star.
A star.
Before we start, just tell us a bit about yourself for those of our viewers that aren't familiar with you.
Tell me about myself. Okay, I am a British YouTuber, some will say English, but British YouTuber who does travel, food and tech, travel around the world with my camera, filming different foods, mainly English foods or British foods, fish and chips, full English breakfast, steak and chips, shepherd's pie, you know, things like that. Very English stuff, and I do keep getting told, eat local, go and have some tapas. So I'm going to have some tapas as well while I'm here, which I always call leftover christening food, basically.
So what brought you to Benidorm? Why did you decide to come to Benidorm to do some vlogs?
Do you know what? I've had so many people ask me to come to Benidorm and also to meet up with you. So I kind of knew where you were, so I stalked her out basically. I knew where she worked. I thought, yeah, I'll go on there.
Took me by surprise as well. You did.
I did actually. I was in the night before then, and I was plucking up. I am fairly nervous off camera, so I was plucking up the courage to say hi, and then I thought, you know what, I'll go back again, and it was great. So
I don't bite.
You don't know. It's really nice to meet you, and you've got so much information about this island. It's not an island. I keep saying island because of Tenerife.
That's what you're very well known for.
Yeah. I let that slip the other day on a video. I said, oh, on this island. I think it's not an island, and I left it in. You know, I just thought we'll go with it. You know. But so loads of people said come over. But what I find is you have the people going, it's a great place, and you've got the other people other side of the fence saying, oh, you know, it's a concrete jungle, you might as well be in Blackpool. And the few days that I've been here, I found different, because you can have that, but then you've got the polar opposite to that with the old town, etc., and it's beautiful. It really nice.
So you've been here 3 days now? 3
days now, yeah.
And what were your first impressions when you got here?
My first impressions were exactly what people, that crowd of people saying it's a concrete jungle, it's basically Blackpool. No offence to Blackpool, by the way, I love Blackpool, but you know, it's Blackpool, and you might as well, it's just basically a British tourist spot, and it's just one street that is like that basically. It may be a couple of streets behind, but that's basically one main street that is that. The rest of it, beautiful seafront there, and then you've got the old town, and then you go into the actual, is it a city? Is it a city?
It's some class it as a city and some class it as a town. In Spain there's no real specific requirements to be a city like there is in the UK. So you've been exploring that a little bit? I've
explored that part, very nice, and it's a polar opposite to what everybody thinks that Benidorm is. You know, the British strip with all the Union Jacks flying everywhere, and there's lots of them, by the way.
There is.
And people flying around on these mobility scooters, which is this Madge's mobility scooter?
It's yours.
It's mine. Don't tell them. But
we'll get you on it.
You haven't got. Stay tuned. You might see me on that. You haven't really got that in the old town. It's totally different, and I like that. And walking along the seafront here, amazing, beautiful seafront. Dare I say better than Tenerife seafront?
That's brave.
That's brave, isn't it?
It is. And have you been down to the Poniente end, the other beachfront?
I haven't yet. No, what's it like?
It's bigger than this one.
Is this the most famous beach?
This is the most famous beach for the Brits.
Yeah.
The Poniente side, not many Brits venture down there. I think it's very underrated. I think it's a beautiful beach. And there's loads of bars and restaurants, but not many British.
Right. I mean, I have found at the moment it is a lot quieter at this time of year.
Very quiet.
Yeah, but I kind of like that, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's you've not got, you know, lots of people wandering around with t-shirts off and what is it, the Borat costumes.
Not seen them for a while. It's a bit nippy, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I could do without that, so it's a nice time to come, I think.
How does the weather compare to Tenerife?
I would say the weather at this time of year in Tenerife is warmer, but saying that, I kind of like it like this because t-shirt weather, blue skies, and you're not walking around, you know, covered in sweat. It's nice. The
nights are cold.
The nights are cold, but if you put like a, you know, a hoodie on or something, or whatever, or a jumper, then it's absolutely fine. And you know, a lot of the bars and restaurants have got the plastic shutters down anyway, or whatever, and they've still got live entertainment on. So I'm really enjoying it, to be honest. I'm really enjoying it.
So what are your plans for the rest of the time here? What videos have you got in store for us?
Now, well, I've got the tapas, the leftover christening food that I'm going to do at Tapas Alley. Going to take the viewers there. But you know, the normal will be, I've already done one fish and chip shop review, and then I've already done a full English breakfast review as well, which was huge. And then I'm going to try and find the best steak. Okay. I'm also going to try another fish and chip shop, because you always get, people have their own places, don't they? You know, or we went to Ray's fish and chip shop, or we went to Dave's fish and chip shop. They always have their own, so I'm going to try a couple. Yeah. So I can, because I mean, I love fish and chips. So I mean, I'll start going fins soon if I eat any more fish. But you know, and people always say, why don't you eat local when you come to Spain or whenever you go anywhere? Now I call them people Filinjanes, because they're Filinjanes, because they're the people that go, you should eat local. They go to Benidorm, they go to Mallorca, they go to Playa de las Americas, but they want to eat local. Yeah. But
they don't want to go so Spanish.
Yeah, but local in them places is British food. So and people, you know, like their own creature comforts, and I don't see anything wrong with it personally.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. You like what you like, don't you?
You like what you like, and you get the statement where you might as well stay at home if you're going to eat that. Well, not really, because you've got the sunshine, and everybody here is just smiling all the time. Yeah. They're smiling. Nobody's walking around, you know, miserable. It's everybody's smiling, having a laugh, and having a giggle. That's what I think is great.
The sun brings the smiles out, definitely.
It does, yeah. I mean, yesterday was a bit cloudy, but everyone was still. It was great. I had a wander around. It was lovely. I'm loving it so far.
What about the atmosphere? I mean, obviously it's one of the quietest points of the year, but how does it compare atmosphere-wise to Tenerife, for example?
I'd say it's difficult because Tenerife is more of an all-year-round destination, isn't it? But at the moment, for January, I still think it's great. You can still find those bars, and because everybody sort of like gravitates to this certain bars that are actually still open, yeah, you've still got that holiday atmosphere, and you've still got some of the acts on as well, and I love it. It's great. You've got the comedy acts, you've got people pretending to be, you know, Robbie Williams or whatever, and it's fantastic. I watched one the other night. I think there was a Michael Jackson tribute. Yeah. It was great. It was fantastic. I loved it. I love it. It's fun. It's really good. And I think, you know, I was sort of like typecast with Tenerife for a while. Yeah. And I think it's.
That's where I knew you. That's where I knew you from.
Yeah, and it's good to try different places and meet different people. I mean, I've met you, you know, and I've met different people here who watch the channel as well, and it's fantastic. I love it. It's brilliant. Go on, just try different places. Yeah. But I'd 100% now say, yeah, definitely go and try Benidorm. Yeah.
What hotel are you staying in?
In the one where they filmed the scenes for the TV series Benidorm. It's the Sol Pelicanos. But again, I mean, it's a lovely hotel, but at the moment the pools, there's nobody in the pool at the moment.
It's a very popular hotel, but it gets mixed reviews. Well, what do you think?
I'd say, out of 5, I'd say 4, 3.9.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, the food in the morning was great. I went for some breakfast this morning actually in the hotel. And
Full English?
No, I didn't. I sat down and I thought, not a chance, no. I'll just have some pancakes and a cup of coffee and that'll do me. But the rooms are clean, people are friendly. The only downside is the viewers don't mind, the internet was terrible, but you know, you don't come on holiday to use the internet, do you? So, yeah. But no, I liked it, it was really good. It'd be a different scene again, I think, in summer when lots of people are here as well. But yeah, loving it. But I'm surprised it doesn't get good write-ups.
Some people love it, some people hate it. It's a weird one. I've never been in it properly to have a look round, so we will do one day.
I'd probably stick my neck out and say, yeah, it's a nice hotel, and definitely book it if it comes up and you get it at the right price. I'm well happy with it. It's really good.
Last question, will you be back?
Oh, will I be back? Well, I've got Australia planned this February. I've got Route 66 planned as well. I've got Canada planned, and lots of other places. So will I be back? Yes, I will be back. Whether it will be this year, I don't know, but I'd love to come back in summer and see what it's like, because it's going to be a totally different experience altogether.
Yeah.
But 100% I'd say I love it. And you haven't asked me the question that I was hoping you wouldn't ask.
Okay, which is?
Tenerife or Benidorm?
I would thought that might be pushing it a little bit.
Oh, do you know what? I'm going to sit on the fence, and I'm going to say, if you're wanting somewhere that's really, really fairly hot in winter months, then you go to Tenerife. But try 100%. I'd say try both. Benidorm's great. Yeah. I love it. I can imagine this in summer being, dare I say it, don't hate me for this, people of Tenerife, but I'm going to say in summer, I'm going to say this would be more fun. I'm going to say that I can see people, and people seem very, very happy. I can just see it being more fun in summer.
Okay, great answer. It's a great answer.
Yeah, whereas it's still fun in Tenerife.
Yeah,
but try both places.
And you're going to have to come back to summer to feel it.
I will come back in summer, either this year or next year.
I'm going to hold you to that.
You can hold me to that, but thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome. Let all our viewers know where they can find your channel.
You can find me on YouTube, the MacMaster, M-A-C-M-A-S-T-E-R, the MacMaster, 2 words, the MacMaster, and then you'll find me and you'll see me eating lots of fish and chips, lots of full English breakfasts, and one huge one that I did here. You've got some great places, and I've got to say, by the way, the food here and the drink here are way cheaper than back in England and stuff. And yeah, and it's
how are they cheaper than Tenerife?
I knew you were going to say that. I haven't found a €1 pint here yet.
There is some.
Ooh. Now, see my face there? There is.
There is.
Can you tell me on camera, or can you tell me on?
I'll tell you off, and you can leave it for a surprise for your viewers.
You're on. So you might see me try out the search for the €1 pint.
Excellent. I look forward to watching that video.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a great time.